our guest tonight is independent wrestling sensation Lio Rush. How you doing, man?
What's going on, man? I'm doing pretty good.
Oh, we're excited to have you. For many fans, including myself, you really burst onto the scene when you won Ring of Honor's Top Prospect Tournament in 2016. What was that experience like for you, and how did it help elevate your career?
That experience was absolutely incredible. Just being on the platform itself and being able to be recognized in the world as one of the many top prospects that can, be that next guy, that new up-and-comer that could possibly change a lot of things on a bigger platform. So just wrestling for Ring of Honor has been absolutely incredible. And, just, again, the platform itself is absolutely unbelievable, and being televised on national TV is pretty cool, too.
Mike Chiari?
Oh, you're one of the most talked about and sought after guys on the independent scene right now, and you probably have a lot of options at your disposal right now. But moving forward, are you looking to avoid signing exclusive deals in order to maintain that flexibility that you have, or would you like to settle down and focus on one company?
It's hard to say right now. I know leading up to the end of my Ring of Honor contract, a big reason why I didn't want to resign was because I can have that freedom, be closer to home, be more involved with my son's childhood, be closer to my family, and being able to just control where and when I could wrestle. So that was a big part of me not re-signing with Ring of Honor. At the moment, I'm really enjoying life. I'm enjoying being closer to my family, my son, and being able to control my own schedule. If any other opportunities were to come up, of course, I would definitely have to take that into some thought and consideration, just considering my family and the current situation that I am in.
BG?
You're already regarded as one of the most athletic and best high-flying performers in the business. So what are some other areas that you feel you need to strengthen to become an even better performer?
Other areas that I can strengthen to become a better performer. That's a good one. You can always work on everything to become better. Nobody is perfect in the world of professional wrestling. Even if you're a really good talker, you can be an even better talker. If you're good in the ring, you can be even better in the ring. So I would just say for myself, just train harder. Again, but this is more than just a physical sport. There's a lot of this that mentally that goes into this. So I don't know. It's just such a weird business to be a part of, because you can never fully prepare because nothing is ever, set in stone. Everything changes all the time. So just being, more mentally prepared as well as physically prepared is some things that I could work on to just be an all-around better performing professional wrestler.
Well, at just 22 years old, again, that just drives me up a fucking wall to just hear those words together like that. You've already won a heavyweight championship with a major independent company in CZW. What did that victory mean to you, and how has it impacted the way both fans and promoters view you?
It's absolutely insane that, I was able to be, the top guy in CZW. Having that world title on me was an incredible feeling, especially because of the reaction that I got, not just live in that building, but also on social media. That picture of me holding up that belt was literally everywhere. Everywhere I looked, people was talking about it. I had my notifications blown up, text messages, emails from promoters all over the world wanting me to be a part of their promotion and possibly be the next top guy in their promotion. So it was a big deal because, again, I'm only 22 years old. I've only been doing this for a little over 2 years now. And, that was my first world title anywhere. So that was a pretty cool moment for me to be the CZW World Heavyweight Champion.
Mike Chiari?
Well, New Japan recently held the 2017 Best of Super Juniors tournament, featuring many of the best junior heavyweights in the world, a lot of guys that you faced before. What would be your level of interest in competing in that tournament in the near future, and maybe even having a sustained run in New Japan?
My level of interest with New Japan is through the roof. I feel like Japan is one of the only places that I haven't been. And again, that's even crazy for me to say because of my age and how long I've been doing this. But, you know, I've been all around the world. I've been to Canada, Mexico, Germany, Ireland, England, all over the United States. And I feel like Japan is just somewhere that I could excel in so much, possibly bigger and further than me being in the United States, just because I think my style would adapt so well over there. My view on the New Japan Best of Super Juniors, you know, at my age, at times I get scared because I've accomplished so much, so I don't know what's next or what else I could accomplish. But the New Japan tournament, that's just something that eats me up, that I can't, that not that I can't, but that I wasn't a part of, because again, those are the best, you know, juniors, quote unquote, cruiserweights in the world, and for me not to be a part of that is a little frustrating. So I would definitely love to be a part of New Japan, and hopefully be in that tournament one day.
BG?
You've already wrestled against some of the premier athletes in the business, so what is your diet and training like in order to make sure you're always ready to perform at such a high level?
My diet, and right now it's so hard to maintain a specific diet because I'm so young. My metabolism is ridiculous. It's unreal. So
must be nice.
At times
I'm fat as shit over here, and you're just like making me feel you're younger than me. I'm fatter than you. Like I'm done with this.
You're stating the obvious. You already know you're terrible. Let Leo Rush talk.
At times, I find myself like eating kind of whatever I want, but I do try to eat as clean as possible. I really don't eat that horrible. It's a lot of chicken, a lot of fish, a lot of fruit, high protein diet for the most part. I definitely try to keep my carbs up just because I was such a smaller guy in high school. I amateur wrestled in high school, and I was always at a lower weight class. So I think just my muscle memory is just so used to me being at lower weight, so it's harder for me to kind of gain weight. So I always just try to, you know, eat as much carbs as I can, as much protein as I can. I pretty much work out every day, and I definitely think my muscle memory from high school helps me out a lot too, because I can not work out for, you know, weeks and then work out one day and I'm back to normal just like that. So it's a pretty fortunate situation that I'm in right now.
God, I can't wait till you hit your 30s, just so you can feel what we have to feel. Just like if you feel like total shit waking up in the morning like we have to. With the rise of the cruiserweight division in WWE and the success of NXT, have you ever been contacted by WWE yet? And is eventually signing with the company one of your long-term goals in wrestling?
Of course, I feel like everybody's long-term goal should be in WWE. If you hear anybody say, oh, the WWE was never my main goal, I think it's complete bullshit. I mean, we all grew up watching WWE. You know, there wasn't any other thing on TV other than WWE. And, of course, the NWA and some older things that were on television. But WWE is the main reason why people wanted to actually become a professional wrestler. So, yeah, my interest in WWE is again through this roof. I haven't been contacted by WWE, but just the playing field right now with the cruiserweights and that being somewhat of a main focus, you know, it drives me to become better. It puts a bit of a chip on my shoulder, and it makes me kind of bitter, you know, because that is considered the best cruiserweights in the world. So for me not to be a part of, you know, that same conversation with the best cruiserweights in the world and with the biggest promotion in the world, it just makes me want to be there that much more.
Mike Chiari?
You previously formed a successful tag team with Patrick Clark, and right now he's enjoying a run in NXT. What do you think of his Velveteen Dream character and the way that he's developed so far in WWE?
I absolutely love it. Patrick is a smart dude, man. He's even younger than I am, which is crazy. He just turned 22, so he's gonna be. I think he landed himself a job for life over there. I believe, because he's just a very smart dude. He's very humble. He knows what he's doing inside and outside the ring, which I think is very important. You have to be a businessman as well as a professional wrestler, athlete inside the ring. But it's absolutely incredible to see what he's doing right now. We both, grew up in the business together. We knew each other, in high school, both amateur wrestled in the same county, so we knew of each other. We signed up with the MCW Training Center at the same exact time, the first two students within that new school that opened up in Maryland. And we graduated together, formed a tag team. We both kind of, made a name for ourselves. And fortunate for him, he was able to capitalize on that tough enough spot that he had and land himself a job. So it's absolutely incredible to see what he's doing right now. And I can't wait to see the development of this Velveteen Dream character, because Patrick is a smart dude, and he knows exactly what he's doing despite his age. And I'm happy to see what kind of reactions he's going to be getting from the fans.
Brendan Galvin, final question?
You had a great match with Maurice Girl at Ring of Honor's 15th anniversary show that had fans on the edge of their seats with a story that you two told. And we often hear wrestlers talking about telling a story in the ring. So is that something that is on your mind heading into the match, or is it something that you need to let happen organically?
That's something that, that I always think about. I definitely think my strong suit in wrestling is my believability and making people, believe, in certain things, whether that's, if I'm hurt or not, or what my emotion actually is inside and outside the ring through my promos, through my wrestling ability. That match that I had with Maurice Girl, there was a lot going into that match. I remember me having my first match with Maurice Girl, and I believe it was the 2 out of 3 falls match, and I think that was the first time where I actually had a little bit of creative control with where that direction of my feud with Marty was going. And, it played out very well. I'm glad that it got the reaction that it did, even though I still feel like it's a bit underrated with the talks of, which was the match of the night that night. But I definitely think me and Marty stole the show. A lot of people were talking about it. I'm very proud of how that match turned out.
Well, a huge thank you to our guest tonight, Lio Rush. Catch him stealing the show all over the independent scene in a city near you. Tell the fans where else they can support you, man.
Definitely, man. For anybody watching or hearing this right now, you can follow me on Twitter at It's Lio Rush. You can follow me on Instagram at Rush Lio Rush. Also, I have a Facebook page, which is Lio Rush, as well as a like page on Facebook, which is Lio Rush. And I also keep my YouTube channel pretty updated with recent matches, promos, and everything else. So definitely keep supporting me, check me out, and hopefully you'll see me in your town soon.
Well, another huge thank you to Lio Rush. Good luck moving forward, sir.
Definitely, man. Thank you guys so much.